Hey everyone, it's PrinceBrightstar, and I need to let you know about some news that's immediately impacting the channel. I'm going to start with a call for action for all of you watching that I need your help with. I'm going to point you at the Twitch link down below in the video description and request that you follow me on that Twitch channel. The sooner you can help me by following me at that new location, the sooner I'll be able to get things back to normal. Now, while you're clicking on that, let me explain what's going on. The FTC is a US government body that helps with consumer issues. However, in September, they found YouTube in violation of the COPPA law. Now, I'm not going to go into detail on the whole story with that. There are much better explanations out there. This is an issue that impacts every gaming channel amongst other categories on the platform. If you're providing comments on the FTC site, as some videos have suggested, just keep in mind that the comments they're looking for aren't just related specifically to YouTube, but a variety of issues, and you'll want to at least target Section 25 of the questionnaire for the specific questions that they need help on. Going in there and saying, "Don't do this," isn't going to help, and in fact will likely hurt efforts that other YouTubers are trying to achieve instead. Now, yes, while these revisions also have the potential to impact other platforms like Twitch, there's nothing specific to that just yet, which is why I have decided to make the call to action here and now in switching to Twitch and asking you to follow me. I'm abandoning YouTube as the place I normally deliver content to. The way I look at it, if nothing changes in the law, then only YouTube will be affected by this since they broke the law and will be held to the standards in place before any new revisions are created to the law. That's just how it is with the law. If you wanted to sue Disney over Mickey Mouse's creation, you'd have to use the law that was in place during the 1920s, not present-day law. Everyone is taking a brace for impact posture related to this, and in this way, it's better for me to get out now before the ship really starts to sink, and establish myself before the flood of new users comes in. Like I said before, there's a chance that the upcoming revisions could also impact Twitch and other platforms, and if the law changes to do that, then of course it won't matter where I go, and I'll have to make other plans at that point. But let's cross that bridge when we come to it. The judgment against YouTube has already been rendered, with them being hit with a $170 million fine for breaking the law. Because the FTC says they're also coming after content creators on YouTube as well, there's little reason for me to stay here anymore. And for those staying on YouTube, it gets worse from here. Along with the unfunny truth of how YouTube has handled COPPA this whole time since the 2013 revisions were done, everyone's hoping YouTube will fix things. But the fact of the matter is, they won't. They have no incentive to. There are many questions I pored over ever since these made-for-kids changes first came to light a couple of weeks ago, and this is partly why things have slowed down recently. Now let me be absolutely clear. YouTube is throwing all of its content creators under the bus with this situation, and worse, this follows a pattern of activity on their platform that up until now I haven't acted upon because, to be frank, I didn't want to give up. I'm sometimes a bit too stubborn in that way. I've been a member of YouTube since 2006, and in the past 7 years of doing Let's Plays, I have yet to see a single check for advertising. The fact being that I'm nowhere close to hitting the required $100 minimum to get my first paycheck, it saddens me that this happens so close to the finish line of being able to recoup the cost of equipment I've purchased over the years to make this show better. When I couldn't find anything related to COPPA in the Terms of Service or privacy policy, I challenged the members of my Discord to look for an older COPPA policy, and no one came forward. If they haven't had anything in place for that long, I don't see them helping their creators out now, if that's just been the status quo. For 6 years now, YouTube has completely ignored the COPPA law, and because they've been caught, I no longer feel safe on their platform. Given YouTube's flagrant disregard for federal laws and unwillingness to protect their creators for their part in breaking the law, I need to look elsewhere. To me, that answer looks like Twitch. Was it only the COPPA violation that made me do this? No. If it was just this, I might be having a different reaction. However, YouTube has a consistent track record of hurting their creators. The introduction of Content ID and just giving money away to unverifiable owners rather than giving creators the tools they need to fight back. Tying search relevancy to their monetization methods. Yes, this was recently confirmed by YouTube. And changing the requirements to enable advertising in the first place. Had Phantasy Star Online 2 not been announced for the West earlier this year, I might still not be at enough subscribers to reach that minimum. I had also always wondered if the fact that my account being created back in 2006 was in some way holding back the growth of the channel because it didn't start doing regular uploads until 2012. Unfortunately, nobody could ever verify this for me. Regardless, the channel's growth has been extremely slow compared to the vast majority of other channels out there. Is Phantasy Star too niche? Possibly, but at the same time, I tried branching out last year during the reboot and saw similar results. And then there's another factor. I'm getting tired of the editing process. Typically, what you see is what you get from me. While turning the Arks Casino into a pinball table earlier this year was fun, ultimately, editing is holding back the rate at which I can produce content, and with how fast new content comes to Phantasy Star Online 2, Phantasy Star Online 2S, and the Idola Phantasy Star Saga, I need to make a change. Late last year, I dedicated myself to finishing Episode 5, and what I ended up with was about 12 episodes recorded in a row without stopping that just needed editing. However, trying to get ahead like that ended up causing issues as I knew what had happened but couldn't say anything until the content was out. Most of the time, the only thing that I do in editing is I remove random external noises and unintended vocal noises that come out during the recording process. Frankly, a good amount of that could be removed just as easily live with a mute button. Sometimes I also cut between two locations as well, but the noise editing is what takes the longest time. All of these are factors that have gone into this decision, but the biggest part of this is about making sure I have somewhere safe where I can put my content. And given that they have a COPPA statement including what they do with data from people that are under 13 years old, that is going to be Twitch. This move is going to happen in multiple steps, starting right now. As we speak, I am currently live on Twitch at this time. My plan is also to stream during Thanksgiving, so if anyone needs someone to be with, I'll be available to be content and someone to talk to. While I'm starting up on Twitch, I'll also still have some video content coming out here on YouTube, which I just need to edit at this point, which includes several episodes of Phantasy Star Universe Ambition of the Illuminous, Idola Phantasy Star Saga, and a look at the Harukotan Ultra Hard Quest in Phantasy Star Online 2. Come January 1st, if nothing changes about the situation, I will be disabling interest-based ads here on YouTube. That's the thing the FTC is concerned over. In addition, video content will stop here on YouTube, and I will be full streaming on Twitch. Over the next couple of months, I'll be keeping my ears open, and if things seem okay, I will begin to transfer the streams I have on Twitch to YouTube at a minimum of 24 hours after the initial stream. Now, if I manage to make Twitch affiliate status by then, something else I'll also be able to do is start to upload my entire Let's Play backlog to Twitch. One thing I had the foresight to do this whole time was to ensure I had a backup of every episode I ever produced. When I say I need to recoup costs, I mean it in just how much storage all this has taken up in the 7 years of Let's Plays I've done. I'm at over 5 terabytes now. In order for me to reach Twitch affiliate, I need to meet the following conditions. Have 50 followers, stream for 7 days in a 30-day period, stream for at least 8 hours in a 30-day period, and lastly have an average of 3 viewers per stream. I can handle the streaming requirements easily. I've proven that before thanks to doing the spoiler cast for Final Fantasy XIV's Stormblood and Shadowbringers. It's reaching the 50 followers and having an average of 3 viewers per stream that I need your help with. This isn't a hard target to hit, but I can't hit it without your help, and I want to start my time out on Twitch the right way. So, I ask everyone watching, if you haven't yet, please click the link below and follow me on my new Twitch channel. As I said, I'll be streaming live for at least several hours after this video uploads, so I'll be able to answer any questions you may have there. Thank you for your attention, your time. All of you give me the energy I need to keep going. And while this may be the end of one chapter, this is not the end of my time creating content on the web. This is PrinceBrightstar signing out. I'll see you on Twitch.